Oh, I should probably change the title, huh? Is it all one word? Spiderland? No, it's not. Okay. Laid out. But you don't need me. But you don't need me. I should probably get my audio tested ready. I'm just gonna do it on my phone. Oh, I did a D, not an S. I know I'm a moderator. Alright, testing. Damn, I'm... Probably take it out of my ear. Turn that up. Flynn. No.
I know you got zoomies, baby. You can't be doing that.
All right. Can't actually hear it all that much in the... I sound fine. Yeah, it's me. I shouldn't show up. If mods shouldn't show up. Okay, yeah, it's like kind of low and droning. Cool. I think that's fine. I'm gonna put my phone down to charge. What else do we keep an eye on? content. I should probably change all the tags. Just clear out tags. I should look up the Steam tags for this, because I actually don't know what type of game this is beyond the general synopsis. That an apocalypse happened. That's about all I know. Interactive fiction. Then it's probably, yeah, not text-based, sorry. Scenes, we have to figure out what the fuck tags we're putting on our shit. So, put horror instead of dark because that's lame. That should be fine. Honestly. The tagline is literally just, "There's a spider haunting these hills." Okay. Should I wait for my food to get here? It's literally almost due. Like 2 minutes, so. Oh, less than 2 minutes now. About. Game by Xavier Bell. Find me on the World Wide Web. Music by Aiden Zaccone. Or Zaccone. I don't know how to actually pronounce that. But yeah, from my understanding, this game is some kind of like text-based horror / adventure game where the world has ended. What end of the world I think is kind of unclear, but there are like stragglers kind of here and there, and you get to make decisions about what your character does regarding those survivors and interacting with them. So we're gonna see what happens. We could kill people. We could just kill people, from my understanding. So, yeah. Should be fun. Should be fun. And I'm gonna go pick up my food, and I'll be back within the minutes. Gonna mute. doing this. Should probably grab some liquor. I got some scotch. Take a drag of that. Wartime. Okay. Now I know what it is. That did it. Let me see if there's anything else to interact with real quick. I think it's obvious what I have to. Let's see. Clicking. Connection established. Bunker spider. Everything okay? Is that chilly? Oof. At least you don't have bed bugs. I should probably be reading these. Hold on. You there? Are you? No, my rotting corpse is catfishing you. Huh. Yep. Everything okay? It's a tad chilly. At least you don't have bed bugs. You do? Mm-hmm. I have no fucking idea how to get rid of them. I'm tempted to head out and find a new mattress, but... But what? I don't like the cold. I also like being alive, for the most part. Fair enough. Glad I have your approval. Where would I be without it? Dead. Fuck you. You seem out of sorts. The hell does that mean? On edge. It is. It just cut off for a second there. That was weird. On edge. Or anxious. Or both. I don't know. I'm just trying to start a conversation. Maybe I'm tired. Ever thought of that? Alright. If you're not going to say what you're up, what's up, I'll just piss off to bed. Good night. No, don't do that. Spill the beans then. Fine. If you must know, I heard some voices through the vent a few hours ago. That's what's got me all fucked up. Which way were they headed? How should I know? Maybe no direction. Maybe they're still out there. Possibly. Thanks for the reassurance. No problem, Queen. So... You're done being irritable? Yes. Have you been out lately? Not even 5 minutes ago. Huh. How's it looking up there? Bleak as ever. It smells like smoke. No one was around at least. Didn't have to scurry about like a rat. Ooh, I like that. There it is. There's the voice. How's that even possible? You're in the middle of suburbia, yet you never run into trouble. Meanwhile, me, I'm out on my farm in bumfuck nowhere, seemingly surrounded by nutters who want to eat me or rape me or both. I thought we were the nutters. Maybe you are, but I'm just a helpless little lady. Shame I don't have a gun. The Americans had that part figured out. Well, guess what I found while I was outside. A gun? Fuck off, you did. Double-barreled shotgun. Details, details. I paid a visit to a neighbor. He wasn't using it anymore, so I thought, why the hell not? If I don't take it, someone else will. Any shells with it? Okay, no. Okay. Make sure not too loud yet. Just the one. Old mate was the other shellbound on himself. Can be bothered with the choice, with the whole survival thing anymore. That's grim. Was it recent? Blood was dry, so maybe not. What did he look like? Was his head still there? Chill out. You're boring. I want entertainment, damn it. Entertain me or else. Oh, by lying. What difference does it make? It's not like I really know you. Right? I could be a murderer. I could even be a cannibal. You wouldn't know. Yes, cannibalism. That's what I want to hear about. I was joking. Don't kid yourself. You've always been into my meat. Jesus. I don't like this. Pussy. Can't we talk like normal people? Normal. That's so boring. Cannibal roleplay is way more exciting. God. Bitch is fucked up. That's where this is leading. Jesus.
Hello, baby. Hello, kitty cat. We got the pequeña flints.
No? You don't like when I speak Spanish today? No? No Spaniel? No Espanol? Drink my peppers. Yes, but you missed out. Take a break and think about what happened here. Oh dear. I'm glad I missed out. You'll live to regret those words. Trust me. If you say so, miss. So, anything else you want to talk about before we go our separate ways? What's your plans for the afternoon? Sleep. Going back out tonight. What? Why? Filling up on water. Nighttime is the time to do it. Weren't you just out there? Why twice in one day? Can't spend all my time in this shoebox. Alright. I think living is cool, but you do you. Ping me when you get back. Done. Good night. Good luck. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't eat anyone either. Excuse me. That'd be bad. Connection severed. Cool. It's probably a good light in the night sky. Leave. Okay, that was both of them. Oh wow, okay. I'll get water and maybe go there on the way back. After an hour of skulking through the singed bushes, you step into a clearing. 200 meters ahead is the wall of the Sylvan Reservoir. It's nothing impressive, just a big pile of rocks. A very useful pile of rocks, I suppose. To the right of the wall is a dirt track leading up to the water. It doesn't seem like there's anyone around, although it wouldn't be very hard to hide from view. Darkness and bush are a deadly combination. At the base of the wall is the site of a former playground. Someone stripped it all. Someone stripped it for all it was worth. Not even the swing set was safe. All that's left are the concrete supports and some rotten sleepers marking the perimeter. The whole thing makes you a tiny bit sad. Beside it is a car park, with similarly derelict cars littering the parking spaces. Nothing seems to have changed from the last time you were there. You were here. The car on the far right looks almost recoverable. Maybe worth a look one of these days. No, not worth the time. Where would I even drive it? Off a cliff. You sling back into the tree line and head off towards the track. You doubt there's anyone around, but most people with a lick of sense know better than to loiter in the open air. It's hard work pushing through the brush. Fallen branches as big as houses block your way at every opportunity. The shotgun slung over your shoulder doesn't help either. It's during moments like these you kill for a pair of good gloves. Would I? With a good enough reason. Like gloves. Finally, you reach the track. Typically you'd avoid the beaten path, but this one is concealed enough for the time being. Nothing like an even walk through the bush. You had all day. Thank you. At least some of them are growing back. So many green shoots. The gradient isn't particularly challenging. A few minutes of leisurely strolling, and you've made it to the top. You peek out of the trees and find another clearing. There's a picnic table, a communal barbecue area. Sir. A communal barbecue area surrounded on all sides by yellow grass. The gravel road runs along the ridge of the dam toward the spillway. You turn to your right and walk parallel to the tree line. This trajectory eventually leads you to an embankment, from which you can slide down to the water. It's a precarious journey. The ledge is far steeper than you were expecting. You lower yourself to the ground. Try to You lower yourself to the ground and try to shimmy down, but quickly lose your grip and slide the remaining 10 meters on your stomach. At the bottom, you mutter various profanities, get to your feet, and take a deep breath. Nothing broken, nothing bleeding. I'm fine. Excuse me. There's very little to see. Behind you is dense bushland, swaying violently in the wind. 100 meters to your left is the dam wall. You squint your eyes and peer across the reservoir to the opposite bank. But it's too dark to make anything out. Anyone with ill intentions would have done the deed already if they knew I was here. At your feet is the exposed lake bed. Not even 2 months ago this would have been submerged. Funny how quickly things can turn south. You slide the camo bag off your back and open the zipper. Peering in, you see your 2-liter bottle, your trusty stick. Flint. Fucking damn it. I'm sorry. I'm used to it tonight. Love her to death. God. Your trusty steak knife, a rolled up bandage, and a packet of fisherman's friend for special occasions only. You grab the bottle and twist the cap off, then lean down and hold the neck halfway in the water. There's probably some unsavory substance floating around, but you can't do a thing about that. Even the rain is contaminated nowadays. There's no use being picky. In this moment of relative peace, you take a second to listen to the surrounding world. It's windy. Just windy. Not even the call of a kookaburra can surmount that evil gale. Is this set in Australia? Cool. Come to think of it, I've never kookaburra since before the bombs fell. Maybe they're all dead. Kookaburra is... Hold on. Kookaburra is Australian, right? I believe it is. I could be wrong. Let me check real quick. Maybe they're all dead. Maybe they flew someplace better. Kookaburras are the largest kingfishers known for the wild. They are. That's not really one. Native to Australia and New Guinea. Okay, so this is probably Australia. I'm not going to do an accent. Maybe they flew someplace better, assuming such a place exists. I hope it does. Not much reason to be alive. This is as good as it gets. Tasmania might be better. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Shame about the Bass Strait. Another ice age would have been helpful. You twist the cap back on the bottle and shove it into your bag. Then turn towards the embankment. Looking up, there's a person leaning over the edge, peering down at you. Look. They're wearing a bandana and scarf. Although the details are obfuscated by the darkness. You freeze, unsure of how to react. Just like a fucking shotgun off my shoulder. Don't try anything. You lower your left shoulder and let the shotgun slip down to your elbow. Then grab it with both hands and aim directly at the mysterious figure. They have no reaction. You take 2 steps towards them. Again, no movement. What? Why is it doing this? I'm pointing a gun at you. Say something. Do you have any food? Oh, shit. Do you have any food? It's the voice of a girl. Couldn't be older than 12. No. I don't. Are you with anyone else? No. I'm looking for food. Like I said, I can't help you. What's in your bag? You have those mints. They're not much, but maybe they'll convince her to leave me alone. I'll give her the mints. Look, I got some mints, but they're not exactly food. They won't do you any good. Okay. She's accepting that offer. You pull the bag off your back and grab the fisherman friend's mints, and throw them up the embankment. She holds her hand out and catches them. Thanks, dude. And with that, she disappears back to the bush from whence she came. Fucking hell. How could I freeze up like that? If she wasn't a kid, I'd be dead now. Fuck. You take a deep breath and compose yourself. I didn't waste my shotgun shell at the very least. You wait a few more minutes, just to be sure the girl is a reasonable distance away. Then run back up the embankment and heave yourself over the lip. Once on the flat ground, you follow the edge of the tree line back towards the dam wall. The wind has reached a cacophonous volume. At the dam wall, you look to the clearing in the valley below. Nothing is out of the ordinary. The only difference is a thin mist encasing the ground. That means the sun is coming up soon. Let's just swing by the radio tower. We've got time. Sorry, I was having a few bites. You spend some time debating whether or not to visit the radio tower. The clouds obscuring the horizon are a worrying shade of red. The kind of red that symbolizes something. There's no red in the night. Still, it was too good an opportunity to pass on. The radio tower offers the best vantage point of the entire city. Knowledge is power, as they say. You charge on through the bush and eventually reach a walking track. It's surprisingly well maintained, all things considered. Following it leads you to your destination. Nestled in its shadow are the remains of a chain link fence and utility building, formerly brick, now nothing but a concrete base. The tower itself stands tall and proud, untouched by the horrors of yore, a monument to the things we used to give a shit about. Television, music, radio, connection. If I squint hard enough, it almost looks like the Eiffel Tower. Wonder if that's still standing. Probably not. You shimmy through a hole in the perimeter fence and head toward a ladder hanging down from the side of the tower. There we go. The bottom rung is suspended 2 meters off the ground, meaning you'll have to pull yourself up. Fuck that. Excuse me. You slip your bag and shotgun off your shoulders, then shove them under a tin sheet lying beside a pile of bricks. Much better. With the extra weight gone, you jump and grab the rope, then heave both feet up and use them to leverage the rest of your slender body upward, skyward. It's surprisingly easy, all things considered. Hiking every day does wonders for the hamstrings. The journey to the top floor is one of the little intrigue. The only sounds to be heard are the creaks of the tower as it sways in the wind. This might be more fun if one were afraid of heights. Everything is more fun when you're afraid. Eventually, you reach the top. All that's there is a long neglected platform, as well as a torn bedsheet flying from one of the tower supports. Smeared across it is a hastily painted message reading, "Please don't." Shame that ICBMs couldn't read. Despite its gross naivety, something about that white sheet waving tirelessly in the wind moves you. It's dumb, but it's also human. What if they stopped to enjoy the view while they were up here? Probably not. You're not like them. You came here exclusively for the view. And what a view it is. You can see what feels like the entire state of Victoria. The full moon even came out from behind a cloud. Right on cue. 'Cause it's all about me. Let's go from top to bottom, so north. You spin around and look inland. Not much out there. Suburbs peter out, resolve into the grass of low-lying hills. Marking the boundaries of the suburban sprawl is Lilydale. You can just barely make out the train station, adorned with a monolith of questionable taste. I always liked the monolith. It's Baronia Station every day of the week. Shame they never got around to redeveloping Baronia. That I'm really threw a span in the works. They tend to do that. Look with you. No, south. You turn to face the southeast. Yeah, you turn to face the southeastern suburbs. Mount Dandenong. I think I did that in one. Fuck yeah. Extends further out in that direction. Obscuring Belgrave and its surroundings. Yeah, I'm tired. Peeking up from behind the mountains is the Eastern Interchange. A concrete monstrosity, now reduced to nothing but a few pillars. Good. The world is better off without it. You spy a cluster of white lights near the basis of one pillar. What? Electrical lights. But there's a settlement down there. Be a good place for it. You make a mental note. Potential visit for a future excursion. Even further south is Port Phillip Bay. The moon reflects off the surface directly into your retinas. Forgotten ships float in the harbor, waiting. I should swim out there and jumpstart one. See if I can't pilot it all the way to Tassie. It never hurts to dream. To the west is a great sprawl of Melbourne. What remains of it? What remains of it? Nobody can say. Scattered throughout the sea of abodes are lights, pockets of light. They sputter out on approach to the CBD. You can't say for certain why that is, nor do you plan on heading that way to find out. It's ground zero. A giant crater. I know it is. Even on a clear day, you can't see the skyscrapers anymore. They're gone. Blown to smithereens. The most plausible explanation. Because I started singing. Sorry, honey. Wish I'd been there to see it with my own eyes. Very flash, silence, and then you die in a blaze of glory. But it's too late now. I missed my chance. Look within. You close your eyes and listen to the wind. It sounds alive. It feels alive. Because it is. The colossal gust, always moving, always morphing. The most complex system on this planet. Forever unpredictable. If that isn't alive, nothing is. Such eloquence. You allow yourself a subtle grin. All I need is me and my thoughts. The rest is just a sideshow. The wind dies down. You take a seat on the perforated platform, your legs dangling off the edge towards the charred hellscape below. I thought it said helicopter for a second for some reason. Then the doubts creep in. Maybe I need one person. Not a friend, but a companion. Someone who made me more. Julie? Julie? She's far away. Faces. She's text on a screen. She could be gone tomorrow, no one feel a thing. Then who? God only knows. They're probably a pile of ashes right now. Or a corpse in a bathtub. Or hanging from a tree. The pickings have gotten very, very slim. A sinking feeling materializes deep inside. You don't like these thoughts. They take you places only the weak go. Unless you're not out in the open. Not anywhere. On your feet, soldier. You've seen enough. You shuffle back to the ladder and clamber down to the ground. That was therapeutic. No time to linger. Next stop, Sylvan Reservoir. No, it's to home. Sorry. I need one. Sorry, I don't like to munch into the mic. Are you back? I am. Was your late night walk a success? In a manner of speaking. Oh, in a manner, you say? How mysterious. Here's an idea. How about you fuck off with your vague bullshit? I want details, man. All the details. Everything went smoothly enough. Just had a little run-in with a local. What kind of local? The crazy kind? No, just a little girl. She wanted food. I gave her my packet of Fisherman's Friend. She disappeared into the night. And she was all by herself. Jesus, she won't last long. Not much I can do about that. Did you at least point her in the right direction? Of course I did. You're being vague. That means you're lying. That means you did something bad. At least that's what I'm going to assume. Assume all you want. Makes no difference. You're right. It doesn't make a difference. You could be the most heinous, vile, depraved man alive, and I'd still talk to you. Truthfully, I just crave human interaction. Morality be damned. Yeah, no shit. Here I was, thinking we had a special connection. All connections are special when they're on the computer. We'll never meet in person, so I'm free to create a perfect image of you in my head. Really, you're just a character in my imaginary stage show. What does my character do in his spare time? Based on your brief interactions, I'd say you stick knives in rats and stare longingly at walls. A real man of mystery. Have you come to that conclusion? I can't reveal my sources. Oh, that's where Julie is. Julie. Okay. I'm your only source. Shh. No, shh. You're weird this morning. Yeah, probably the sleep deprivation. I'm so fucked up. Am I keeping you up? Yes. Good night. Good morning. Alright. Well. Sleep. Yeah, sure. Just give me a reason. Backpack and gun? And leave. Mystery. Home to the ugliest train station in Victoria. I'll go here and I'll swing by this way on the way back. You sent out for Trick Point Quarry. It's already been on your list, but for whatever reason, you just never made the trek. Tonight is the night. Your journey there is longer than most, over 11 kilometers. If the map you brought along is accurate, 3 hours of walking through dense suburbia. You'd have loved to stop and look through all those houses on the way, but there isn't enough darkness in the night. As you zigzag through an abandoned Christmas tree farm, the distant shriek of a woman slices through the air. Probably just the wind playing tricks. Either way, not my problem. Eventually, you leave the suburbs and enter the bush. A dirt track leads you up to a padlocked gate. The sign hanging from it is rusted and illegible. The sign hanging from it is rusted and illegible, although you can just make out the end of the word quarry in the bottom right corner. That tells you you're in the right place. The fence has 3 lines of barbed wire strung across the top. You could probably climb it, but those barbs are real rusty. Not worth the risk. You scan the area for another way in. To the right, the fence descends down a hill into dense bushland. Good chance a tree has fallen over it somewhere down there, though. Down there. Although it'll be hard going. To the left, the dirt track you followed here splits off and runs along the fence perimeter up a hill and around a bend, out of view. Dense bushland. I'll go to the left, I think. You take the safest option and follow the dirt track up the hill, keeping a lookout for any holes in the fence in the meantime. All things considered, it's a nice hike. Looking east, you can almost see all the way into the city. What remains of it. Scattered lights are visible throughout the surrounding suburbs, but the CBD itself is a void. Way off in the northern suburbs, a red flare flies up into the night sky. Nobody's coming now. Don't bother. You try not to get distracted by the scenery. You've got one goal. Get into this quarry. For what purpose, you have no idea. It's just how your brain works. It's a hobby. I'm like those super explorers, except I don't limit myself to just the supers. Why should I? I can go anywhere I want. Slope eventually flattens. From here, the dirt track turns right, as does the fence. At this altitude, the trees have thinned out, and you can catch a glimpse of the quarry. It's like any other. A big hole with a little pond at the bottom. Artificial ledges run around the perimeter, most of which are adorned with various earth-moving vehicles. Some burnt, all rusted. Oh boy, I have a burp. By the exit is a small portable office. There's a few cars parked beside it, all sporting the branding of the quarry operator. Too far away to read, but you imagine it's probably just some family name. Real proud fuckers around here. If you ain't naming your rock digging outfit after your family, you ain't a real man. Same goes for all those logging companies. Initials everywhere. Zero imagination. You cut the opinion short. Now is not the time for those. There's a fence to overcome. God. Imagine if we had some wire cutters. Seemingly on cue, you come across a hole in the fence. It's about the size of a small child. You drop to the ground and crawl through commando style. Your pockets fill with gravel, to your dismay. Just what I need at a quarry. More rocks. There it is. Jesus. You emerge from the hole at the lip of a 10-foot drop. Below you is one of the dirt roads carved into the quarry wall. You break your leg trying to slide down there. Maybe. Yeah, no. Find another way. You prefer your leg unbroken. Getting to your feet, you spend a few moments surveying the area. You're currently standing on a small overhang between the fence and adornment drop. To your right, the ledge widens and descends 10 or so meters. The cliff faces a far less abrupt slope down there. Perfect. You pat yourself on the back for not making a rash decision and descend down the hill, careful not to disturb the earth and cause a landslide. Good thing I weigh about as much as a cat. Maybe less than a cat. Once you're content that the slope is safe enough to slide down, you do exactly that. Landing at the bottom, you find yourself on one of the many winding roads circling the quarry wall. You turn left and follow it downhill, where it then levels out and opens up into the basin of a quarry. Smells like fish down here. Can't quite explain that. Maybe there's fish in that pond. I should become a fisherman. Move to the coast, sit on the pier all day, drink piss, wait for my dinner to bite. Don't let your mind wander. You're standing in the open. My eyes are peeled. Before heading into the portable office, You take a detour over to one of the abandoned excavators. Climbing up onto the tracks, you slip and scrape your knee on the perforated footstand. Jesus Christ. Why do they make those things so sharp? And the pair of pants ruined. A lot of soup sewn over that. The excavator is Loctite. Probably nothing worth taking in it either way. All that pain for nothing. You step back down, extra carefully this time, then head over across to the office. Look through the windows. The building is raised a few feet off the ground, so you can climb into the hood of one of the parked cars. You climb onto the hood. My bad. Peering in, you see a light. Dim. Way back in the far corner, there's a person laying beside it. Probably asleep. Here we go. A bit of variety for once. Slip the shotgun off your shoulders, hold it at the ready, then jump off the hood and walk the steps to the front door. Open sesame. You grab the handle and twist slowly, so as not to wake the occupant. The door doesn't budge. It's locked. I could just knock. The person inside would probably open the door. Oh, I don't get a choice. You slam your fist on the door 3 times, then wait. Someone stirs inside. Who is it? Yeah, that sounds about right. A visitor. Just a visitor. I'm not here to hurt anyone. Open the door. You armed? You won't let me in if he knows I have a gun. I have arms. They're attached to my shoulders. No guns, though. I'm a twig. Okay. What do you want? I'm trying to sleep. What do I want? What does anyone want? A moment of his time. I want to talk. It gets real lonely out here, you know? You're met with silence. Lonely. Made it sound like I'm looking for someone to fuck. Idiot. Scratch that. That came out wrong. You know what I mean, though. Yeah, alright. I'll let you in. Couldn't sleep anyway. You're still holding the shotgun. Hide it. I'm gonna hide it. Before the man opens the door, you toss the shotgun under one of the utes, parked to your right. Knife at the ready. You grip the knife in your pocket tight, then wait for the door to open. Door opens just a smidge, and a pair of eyes appear in the gap. See? No guns, like I said. Sure. He opens the door up all the way, and you step inside. Make yourself at home. It ain't much. I have to do that for us. Yeah. The room is almost entirely empty, save for a bedroll in the back. Save for a bedroll in the back corner, beside which sits a lit oil lamp. You get a look at the loner. His clothes are completely tattered and torn, to the point you can see the gangrene calling up his right leg. The stench is bordering on unbearable. There's literally nothing here worth taking. All that effort. You don't look so thrilled. He takes a seat on his bedroll and eyes you suspiciously. Nice place. There's a slice of paradise you got here, right at the bottom of a hole surrounded by dirt. What's not to love? He doesn't reply to that. He doesn't appreciate your sarcasm. Fucking cunt. He doesn't know I can slit his throat right now and think nothing of it. So, you staying the night? Sorry. So, you staying the night? It looks that way. May as well. I only travel by night and the sun's coming up soon. It's a good place to hold out. Okay. Going back to sleep then. Good night. Don't do anything funny. I thought we might have a chat or something. Been a while since I've gotten the chance to be in a room with someone who isn't dead. I'm half dead. Look at my foot. Gangrene. Unless you know a good surgeon, leave me alone. buries his head into the bedroll and starts snoring immediately. Fake snoring, most likely. Now what? Should I kill him? It wouldn't be hard. You're at a crossroads. One half of you is adamant on ending this man's life, the other half is about to plead its case. Don't I need a reason to kill someone? I'm not a guilty person, but you've always got to have a reason. If I don't, you're stuck. You decide to take a seat and think over it a little longer. I stick my knife in his back, done. Be that easy. Just need a reason. Suddenly, a reason presents itself. That gangrene. It probably would be dead within the week. Could be a mercy killing. Nobody wants to know when they're going to die. I'd slit his throat right now, he'd expire, just like that. No anxiety, fear, dread. That's a reason. A real reason, or one you've constructed? Maybe by some miracle he'll recover. Do you want to stop that from happening? Does that not contradict the philosophy you've operated under this whole time? Philosophy? Since when? Where's this coming from? Think about it. Every action needs a reason. The reason separates the crazies from the rest of us. Right. I'm not crazy. The debate ends. You've made your choice. The loner lives. Good. I would have been like, hey. Buddy, hear that? Hey, buddy. Just so you know, you're not gonna die. What? Fuck you mean? You can't hear my thoughts. Of course you can. I considered slitting your throat. Mercy killing, save you from suffering any longer. Something along those lines. Don't worry though, I decided against it. The reason wasn't good enough, so if you weren't sleeping sound, you can now. You're fucked in the head. It's been said. I won't deny it. We're all a little fucked in the head though, right? I was fucked in the head enough to let a stranger inside my hideout. You're correct. Got a good sense of humor. Didn't smell so bad, we could have been friends. Pity. So... now what? You get no response. You need to line the mood. He's looking at me like I'm the devil. What's his name? I like a Gary. You a Gary? Loner just shrugs. Why won't he talk to me? Okay, not one for chats, I get it. Hard to talk to strangers, especially nowadays. Still nothing. Have you been outside recently? Very decent weather, all things considered. Jesus. Are you gonna leave, or were you serious about staying the night? Oh. He wants me to leave. Okay. Don't think I'm catching your drift. You won't want me here anymore. Oh, you caught my drift? Hurry up and leave then. He hates me. He fucking hates me. Watch the step on your way out. I had a bit of trouble getting in here. Is there an easy way out? Preferably one that doesn't involve climbing. Hole in the fence, literally right beside the main gate. What? How the fuck did I miss that? Go. Please go. Good job. Bye-bye. Skip out the front door, slapping the top of the door frame as you exit. Before going any further, you remember you threw your shotgun into the car next to the office. Didn't want to forget that. Oof. Drop to the ground and slide into the car to grab the gun, then turn and head for the exit. The front gate is almost 300 meters down the road, right at the end of a trench cut through the middle of a hill. When you reach it, you find a hole in the fence exactly where the loner said it would be. It's literally standing right in front of it. I need to get some glasses. You crawl through it and jump up, ready to start the long trek home. On the horizon, clearly visible through the thick layer of smoke encasing the earth. The sun rises. Oh, I was doing this voice, wasn't I? Another night wasted. pepperoni tomorrow. I'm gonna eat a little bit of food. Man, I was hearing the sirens call the rest of that burrito, but I'm gonna hold off. Yo. Good morning. Let's keep this short. I got places to be. Don't you want to hear how my night went? Nah, I'm leaving. Leaving to where? West. I'm coming to find you. Don't try to stop me. Are you joking? No, I'm dead serious. I can't stay here anymore. I'm going insane. Don't be rash. Think about this for a second. I've been thinking about this for weeks. My mind is made up. Look for the lady in the denim jacket. Or, if I'm not wearing that, look for the lady with the worst haircut you've ever seen. Fuck. Okay then. Good luck. Find a gun if you can, and don't use it on yourself. Yeah, easy. If I don't see you in this life, see you in the next one. Adieu. She's over there, so trying to meet her halfway would probably be a good idea. Hello? No connection. She cut her connection, straight up. 3 months later. Here's her tether. Dill pickle. Oh. She didn't make it here. Brother, wake up. I'm up. I've been up for hours. Cool. What's with the lack over there? I don't know. Warm. Who just says warm? It's warm here too. It's warm as it gets at 6 in the morning. Yeah. Hey. Hey, hey. Guess what? I'm not guessing. Alright, I'll just tell you then. I found a new surfboard. Basically brand new. Smells like pineapples. Oh, he's like more of a... Okay. Why would it smell like pineapples? The wax. Don't you know that stuff? I haven't been to the beach in literal decades. You should come down one of these days. I could teach you my ways. Just a casual 150 kilometers to track, so I can learn how to surf. Let me see if I can fit that in my diary. You need to get out more. Better yet, pack up and leave. Didn't most of the eastern suburbs burn to the ground? It's crazy you willingly live in a shithole like that. I know this place like the back of my hand. Why would I leave? Shit, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's boring? The port of Melbourne was boring before everything burned to a crisp. It's probably 10 times more boring now. Don't even have to come my direction. That'd probably be too hard anyway. Why not head north, up toward the Murray? It's a long walk, but you got the time. Too hot. I'd die in the summer. Actually, why the Murray? Free water? Assuming it's still flowing. I feel like it would be, now all the farmers fucked off and stopped sucking it dry. I've got a reservoir right at my back door. When that runs out, maybe I'll have to change a heart. Boo. I like being alive. Sure you do. I do. Great. So what's on the agenda for today? My ladder's fucked. Probably go and look for a new one. Alright. If it's like those generic fluorescent lights, you probably won't have a hard time getting your hands on one. I doubt that. Everything around me has been picked clean. My best bet is to head way up north, maybe to Lilydale. I mean to head that direction anyway, so this is a good excuse. Shit, long walk. In the middle of the night as well. I know you're nocturnal or whatever, but you really don't make it easy on yourself. I'm harder to spot at night, and there's usually less people around. Probably why he's so pale. I'd go crazy never seeing the sun. Can't skip on the vitamin D, brother. Okay, I'm fine. I prepared for this shit, remember? Got vitamin pills up the wazoo. What happens when they run out? I'll find more. Where? A pharmacy or something? I don't know. I'll find them somewhere. I always took you for someone who had everything figured out, like a contingencies on contingencies sort of person. Guess not. Take it as it comes. Less stress, less anxiety. Spent all my time planning before the bombs. Now I live with the results. What will be, will be. Well, remember this. I'd prefer it if you weren't dead. Who will I have to talk to otherwise? If anyone's dying, it's you. I survived far worse than a fucking vitamin shortage. Don't get cocky. Even basic shit like the flu will fuck you up nowadays. I've seen it happen. Trust me. Two people. I'm not going into details. No. Go into detail. I want to know what happened. No. Fine. Right. I need to go make breakfast. Don't eat all your vitamins in one go. I'll try not to. Great. Talk again in the morning. Luck up in Lilydale. Bye. Connection severed. Oh. Sleep. Vitamin deficient. Take backpack and gun. We leave. No, so just go straight to Lilydale. Maybe stop by those on the way back.
After picking up the train line at Croydon, you follow it all the way up its namesake, Lilydale. As you round the last bend before the town appears, you come across a bizarre scene. A woman standing behind a foldable table, right next to the train tracks. An electric lamp sits at her feet. You approach cautiously. She eventually looks your way and waves. You wave back while simultaneously holding your shotgun in full view. Come closer.
Why? You gonna shank me?
Don't be silly. I'm just an old lady. Look at my table.
Walk right up to
The woman's table. She's dressed in a floral pattern jumpsuit, unlike anything you've seen, even before the bombs dropped. Judging from the gray hair and wrinkles, she must be well over 60. Laid out on the table before her are countless sticks of lip balm. Every single flavor you could think of is available. That's kind of fun. Peruse as you please.
What the fuck?
Oh, and would you mind putting your gun away, please?
She's harmless. Shotgun won't be necessary.
You sling the firearm around your shoulder. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear.
Dear. She called me dear.
So, are you interested in buying? Are you interested in buying? You look back down at the table. There's so much to choose from. Cola, watermelon, coconut, honey, cough syrup.
What is... I'll be honest. I'm a little confused. This feels like a weird dream or a trap.
Where are you from?
Out in Dandenong area. Back towards Baronia. Live up on the hills. Where exactly? Well, that's my little secret.
And what brings you up this end of the city?
The light shit itself, so I came up here to find a new one. Logic was, this part of the city was probably less burnt.
You'd be correct. It's very much not burnt.
That's good news. Guess I should be on my way then. No point wasting the night.
But wait, you haven't bought anything yet. She motions down at her collection of lip balms. Look at the variety.
What are you expecting me to pay with?
Whatever you like. Whatever you like.
I've got quite a few boxes of matches. How many chopsticks will one box give me?
5 sticks?
Deal. That's a fair deal. Egg. Step a little closer.
You step a little closer to the table. Now gripping the knife in your hip pocket, the woman smiles awkwardly, completely unaware of her impending doom.
Action. Just as you go to pull the knife, you hear the sound of rustling bushes behind you.
Oh, here's some returning customers.
She points over your shoulder.
She points over your shoulder. You release your grip on the knife and spin around to see 2 men walking up the hill. The one on the right is holding a spotlight. He shines it directly into your eyes, meaning you can't get a good look at what they're carrying. Hey, boys. The spotlight is blinding. Cover your eyes with your forearm.
Padrag. Morning. Is it morning? I'd say so. 2:30.
Oh, Irish accents. Morning. Is it morning? Aye, I'd say so. 2:30.
Irish accents. The one holding the light finally points it at the ground. You now see 2 men, both dressed in the same uniform. Cop get-ups. Fluoro yellow vests. Navy blue.
Floral yellow vests, navy blue pants and shirts. Retro reflective tape running across their chests.
Guns on their hips as well. Exquisite.
Who's this, Ladam? A potential customer. I would help. Business is booming. What's your name, son?
Look at the man up and down.
He's the tallest of the two and has a Kevlar vest on. Probably calls himself the leader. The boss man. You ain't gonna answer.
Names are unimportant.
Okay. I'm Paddy. This is Owen. See how easy that was?
What's that get up for? You playing pretend cops?
Pretend. Pretend, he says.
They both laugh.
They both laugh. The sound is like nails on a chalkboard. Join in. You pretend to laugh along with the men. It's not really in your nature to try and fit in, but they both have guns, so... The laughter eventually subsides. You stop laughing a little too late, leaving the men staring at you curiously. Paddy, I don't think he's from here. Obviously. He stares at the shotgun on your shoulder. Bit primitive, don't you think? I'd be scared to shoot the thing. Might blow your fingers off.
I pull the trigger and the person on the other side turns the paste. Is that what you mean by primitive?
Sheesh, you might want to ease up. Aye, what he said.
Everyone has social anxiety. Maybe a fear of abandonment. Look at the way he's standing beside his leader.
How much time you spent alone? Seems to me you got a few screws loose.
You don't respond.
You don't respond. Just kidding you, mate.
Fuck this cunt. If his buddy wasn't here, I'd have gouged his eyes out.
Hey. Hey, him. This fella wasn't giving you any trouble before he came up the hill, was he? Oh no, not at all. Good, good. He exhales through his nose, loud enough that everyone present can hear.
That's the down to business exhale.
No, let's do a little interrogating. I'm guessing you came in from the south? You up this way for any particular reason?
I'm on the hunt for a new light. Had a feeling I'd found a new one up here. Word on the street was Lilydale was basically untouched. No fires or anything.
A new light? Are you planning on stealing one?
I don't get what you mean. You're not making it sound like I'm not allowed to scavenge your supplies. Have I missed a memo?
Maybe it's different up your way, but law and order are king in this part of the world. These uniforms aren't just for show. Aye, neither of these guns. He pulls the pistol and spins it around his index finger. Probably spent months practicing that. So, if you're up here to steal, or scavenge as you see it, you're shit out of luck. Our job is to keep your sort in order, or out of action, whichever is faster. Usually it's the latter. He winds his eyes, just in case you didn't catch the implication. You did. So, are you an undesirable, or are you gonna fall in line?
Loose cannons itching for a reason. Don't say anything stupid.
You don't need to answer that. I know your sort. Suffice to say, you're better off turning around and never coming back.
I was actually planning on buying some lip balm from that lady over there.
Her name's Im. She ain't selling today.
The woman avoids eye contact with you.
Owen stops fiddling with his gun and holds it steady at his hip.
No more words. I'm out of luck. In that case, you won't be seeing me again.
Or maybe we will. It's a small world. You don't reply. Right. On your bike.
Fucking pigs.
Go, get the fuck out of here. You take 2 cautious steps backward up the train line, then turn and sprint as fast as you can. Padraig and Owen laugh. Watch out, son. A bullet whizzes past your ear. You keep running. I'm dead.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Another bullet ricochets off the steel tracks. You run 10 more meters and die behind a wattle tree. The trunk just barely protects you from the oncoming fire.
Quiet, quiet, listen.
Silence ensues. A few minutes pass. A few minutes pass. You sneak a glance toward where the two cops were. Oh god. Excuse me. Where the two cops were, only to find they've vanished. The woman with the lip balm is gone as well, but her table remains.
I need to get out of here.
You scan your surroundings. The tracks run south through an exposed section of parkland. For another 100 meters, then descend into a trench. You jump to your feet and sprint as fast as you can. The shotgun on your shoulder bounces about wildly. You ignore it and push on, eventually making it to the safety of the trench. Looking behind, there's nobody there. They must have gotten bored. You drop to the ground and sit with your back against the dirt wall.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. We're okay now.
Oh. So we bet this. The moon peeks out from behind a cloud and illuminates the world. The concrete retaining wall opposite you is covered in graffiti. You take a moment to read all the messages.
Dogs run the city. They sure did.
Free world ain't free.
It's all free now.
Josh is a shit cunt. As your eyes scan the wall, something falls from the sky and lands at your feet.
Hey. Shotgun shell.
Merry Christmas.
Huh.
Scramble to your feet and turn around. Standing at the top of the embankment are Padraig and Roy. Both their guns drawn. That's our gift. Go on, chuck her in there.
Stop with the games.
Kill me now or fuck off. Games? We're being friendly. So do as I say and put the shell in shotgun. You apprehensively grab the shell, crack open your shotgun, and jam it in.
I have 2 shells. I can get both of them right now.
And before you think about putting that shell into either of our chests, well, you could do it if you wanted, but that'd ruin the fun. So for now, keep it pointed at the ground, yeah? Owen raises his pistol and aims it at your head.
Never mind. Better to stay still.
Sorry about those pot shots I took earlier. Wasn't trying to hit you, so there was nothing to be afraid of, really. All in good fun, as they say. You nod your head. We thought up an idea while you were running off like a scared dog. We want to do a little activity, kind of like hide and seek, except with higher stakes. That's why we gave you the shotgun shell. Evens the playing field.
We're both grinning like madmen.
The way it goes is, we give you a minute head start, you scurry off to wherever you want to go. When that minute is up, we'll follow. Hide and seek, cat and mouse, whatever you want to call it. Best man wins.
Wins? By win, you mean doesn't get shot?
Yeah? That's a good way of putting it.
I would much prefer you let me go now and leave me alone forever. This side of seat thing isn't my idea of a good time.
Come on, it'll be fun. His companion does the gun spinning thing again. The implication is clear.
I'm killing him first.
Okay, so your minute starts now. Time to join in the fun.
You freeze. Where the fuck do I go? Strangely, no, they know the area better. What if I just go north towards Lolita and I just keep fucking running? You grab your shotgun.
You grab your shotgun with both hands and start off north in full sprint. The two cops wave and jeer in the background, but you take no notice of them. 1 minute passes. At this point, you divert from the train tracks and head down a steep hill towards a recently developed residential area. Most of the blocks are empty, so you keep running. Suddenly, the world lights up in red. You turn around and see a flare flying up into the sky. It's beautiful. You keep running. Streets, footpaths, letterboxes, abandoned cars, and tree stumps whiz by in a scarlet blur. So that's why that flare kept going up. I see. Soon enough, you're standing in the middle of an intersection. One corner is a McDonald's, completely boarded up. The other corner is a servo, also boarded up. About 100 meters to your left is a Lilydale station, raised on massive concrete supports above the main street.
That could be a good place to hold out. They'll find me eventually, but... well, I hope they find me.
You start in the direction of the station. Another flare flies into the sky.
It's pretty fucking close. Better hurry up.
You run up the middle of the main street, past empty cars and shops. None of them are burnt. It makes you feel uncomfortable. So many
places for people to hide. It's more of those cops waiting to ambush me. Maybe there's a whole brigade of the fuckers.
You do your best to ignore the paranoia and carry on. Eventually, you're standing at the bottom of the stairs of the platform. The bluestone pavers beneath your boots are stained with blood. Lots of it. The supports of the station are covered in bullet holes.
Firing squad. It's like it happened a while ago. Probably the military was doing way back when we were still a thing. Maybe it was those cops chasing me. Same shit.
After ascending the steps, you survey the setup. It's an island platform, just like Baronia. There's two entrances, one for each side of the road. There's also an elevator beside each staircase, but nobody's using those anymore.
Maybe I could, though. Basically the only place on the platform I could be out of sight.
You peer over the side barriers and look down into the main street.
There they are.
Patty and Owen are strolling down the road toward the station.
Oi! Up here, cunts.
They both look up at you and smile. You're supposed to be hiding.
I want to be home by sunrise, gentlemen. My thinking is, why don't I just hold out a secure location and wait for you two to walk into my shotgun?
Owen raises his pistol. You drop to your stomach as a bullet pierces through the rusted barrier.
Guess they're done talking. To the elevator, then.
You push off the ground and scurry over to the elevator. The door is shut, but you manage to pry it open easy enough. Inside, it's almost pitch black. The only source of light is from the orange-tinted horizon leaking into the tiny windows on the doors.
Sunrise is less than an hour. Bedtime.
You slowly slide the elevator doors shut so the cops won't hear. Then wait and stare out the window, south, up the platform. One of the staircases is in full view, but the other one is behind you.
Doesn't matter. As soon as they walk into my line of sight, it's over. Won't be any chance to react.
You lift the shotgun and hold it almost directly against the window, your index finger ready to pull.
Any dig now.
5 minutes pass. You begin to worry.
Come on, you fuckers. Underestimate me already.
Another 5 minutes pass. The world grows brighter.
Have I made a mistake? Surely I haven't made a mistake.
Another 5 minutes.
Hold it. I hear something.
Footsteps.
Above you.
Creaking noise, and then...
Ugh!
You fly upwards on the roof of the elevator as it plummets to the ground. The world turns black. Yoo-hoo!
Yes.
Wakey, wakey. You open your eyes. You're lying face down on the elevator floor. Butt of the shotgun right beside your head. The roof of the elevator is shaking violently, as though someone is desperately trying to break through. Open up.
Get up.
You huff and puff and drag yourself up. 2 windows on each door are broken, but are completely blacked out. Probably the shaft walls. Get up and help, you fucking idiot. I am helping. You're just fucking standing there. Alright, ease up. The elevator rattles as someone else climbs onto the roof.
I'm dead.
No, you're not. the shotgun and crack it open. 2 shells, enough for each of these scumbags. One of the cops tries firing through the metal roof. Barely makes a dent. Your ears ring.
This is like a diving bell.
Did you think that'd work? Jesus, man. Don't be so condescending. Go fuck yourself. What a lovely couple. More banging ensues. Seems they're just going to brute force their way in.
Maybe my shotgun could pierce that metal.
Risky. Very risky.
I can get both of them in one shot.
It's your decision. Don't waste any time.
Oh boy, that's right, it's an autosave. I have 2 shells. But if a 9mm isn't going to pierce it, buckshot isn't going to. I want to say no. You decide against using the shotgun.
Maybe they'll get bored and leave.
Or maybe they'll get bored and leave.
Fine. Go find a screwdriver or something. There's probably one in that maintenance room over there. I doubt it. Just go fucking look. The elevator shakes as Wayne jumps off. Right. He's still down there. It won't be a moment. You don't bother replying. 10 minutes pass. Owen eventually returns. Got a whole set of screwdrivers out here. There's even a power drill in there. Yup, great. Give it her. The elevator begins to shake violently as the power drill gets to work. All you can do in the meantime is wait and hold your shotgun at the ready. The light in the center of the ceiling falls to the ground and smashes into a million pieces. The space at once occupied is now an open hole to the outside world. You leap back, out of view of the intruders. Your head could fit in that hole. No, it couldn't. Yes, it could. Try it. I've got a better idea. Watch the hole carefully. Suddenly, a hand descends through it, holding a pistol. Shots fly off wildly, ricocheting all over the place. As soon as the clip goes empty, instinct kicks in. You grab your knife and slash at the exposed vein on the hand's wrist. Blood spurts out, dousing the walls of the elevator. The pistol they were holding falls at your feet. Come! The hand retracts. You kick the pistol to the back wall, out of the way. You fucking idiot. Wrap it up. You're gonna bleed out. With what? With what? Go find something. Shadows dance across the floor of the elevator as Wayne runs off. Hold your shotgun at the ready for whatever comes next. You didn't wait long as the entire roof of the elevator collapses in on itself. The metal bar swings down and hits you in the chest. Once again, the world goes dark.
But I'm still awake.
You clench your fist. Yep, still awake. You wriggle around and quickly realize you're buried under a metal sheet. It's not all that heavy, so you lift it off no problem. You get to your feet and find a body lying in front of you.
You laugh, Patty.
Oh, Jesus. He writhes about on the floor. His arm is bent in the way arms are not meant to be bent. Reaching into your hip pocket, you find your knife where it always is. Patty looks your way and begins to panic as he sees the metallic blade. No, no, don't. Please. We weren't going to kill you, we swear. Action. You bend down and stick the knife directly into his eye socket. He goes limp immediately. Nice knowing you. Looking up, it must be at least 7. The light shines down and warms your face. As you go to leap out of the elevator, Owen's head appears over the edge, his face covered in blood. Hold the knife up, ready to finish him off. He doesn't react. His focus is on the body behind you. Oh. Oh, fuck.
You got your gun on you?
You killed him.
Hey, you make the rules. Hide and seek, but with guns, or knives in this instance. You saying you weren't about to put a bullet in my head just a minute ago?
I don't. Fuck me. He slides back from the edge. You grab your shotgun and leap and pull yourself onto the ground floor of the station. Right next to the set of steps you'd walked up however many hours ago. Time has ceased to exist as of late. On the ground is a trail of blood, leading right up to where Owen is. Ain? I think it's Ain. It might be Ain. Ain is laying on his back, a few meters from the bike racks. You walk over and stare down at him. Give me a rag or something. I'm bleeding out. I must have hit an artery. Go me. Please.
You're about to be my example.
Fucking what?
He's barely lucid at this point.
Better be quick then. You grab Owen by his hair and drag him over to one of the benches by the customer service office. He offers little resistance.
How do I get him on the bench, though?
Need answer that. Owen finds himself the strength to pull himself onto the bench.
Well, you saved me a lot of effort.
I won't die on my back.
Cute.
With his body in position, you brandish your knife once again. He doesn't react. You probably can't see anymore, judging by the amount of blood leaking from his body.
Make an example.
You carefully slide the knife across his neck, then jump out of the way as blood spurts out.
Shit is easier to find than water. Shame about the taste.
Doesn't take long for Owen to expire. Ein? Oh, it's Ein. For Ein to expire. You whack him in the side of the head with the butt of the shotgun, just to be certain.
Light on his eyes. Time for the finale.
Why would you waste a shotgun shell like that?
You pull Ein's head out so that the
Neck is exposed. Then shove the shotgun shell they gave you earlier right into the wound. Takes a bit of finagling to get to the sit and stay, but you manage. Stepping back, you observe your creation with a solemn stare. Blood drips from Ein's neck down to his shirt. The shotgun shell is barely visible in the smear of blood. Pretty much his entire head is red at this point.
feels almost satanic.
Looking down, you become acutely aware of the searing pain emanating from your right thigh.
Probably a ricochet. I'll be fine.
Your concern is still on the public installation. The body sits there, empty and unmeaningless.
What message is this supposed to send?
You can't find the answer. You thought the message would present itself after the fact, but it hasn't. These lack effigy.
A message to the locals. Don't fuck with me. Otherwise you'll get a shotgun shell shoved down your throat.
This interpretation leaves you feeling unmoved.
Damn it, this sucks. You can't even see the shotgun shell. Just a dead body covered in blood. Who cares about that? Don't mind.
Sunlight sweeps through a gap in the concrete supports of the station. It makes you uncomfortable.
God, I haven't been in the lab for weeks. I'm gonna get sunburned. Fuck this.
It's time to go home. That leg could use some patching up.
Sounds like a plan.
You take a mental photograph of your victim, then hobble away from the train station.
My sleep schedule is ruined.
March of the Pigs. The only good cop.
Well, shit. Objective. Limp home.
Hello.
I'm here.
Where the fuck have you been?
Looking for a new lag. You knew that.
Yeah. Did you get lost or something?
Ran into a few deviants.
And?
They're dead now.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Are you good?
not following.
You aware of your surroundings? Can you separate right from wrong? That sort of thing.
What a weird thing to ask.
You're the one being weird.
I beg to differ.
Forget it. You killed some cunts. Who were they?
Wannabe cops. Weirdos.
Cops? Shit, maybe they did deserve it. You have to use your shotgun or something?
No. As a matter of fact, I was incredibly efficient. I actually left with more shotgun shells than I started with.
Are we talking bare hands here, or...
I was cooking. I get creative with it.
You know what? Keep it to yourself. Not one for detailed murder, yeah?
Murder. You deserved it.
I'm sure they did, but...
So,
Look, I'm gonna be honest. You kinda freak me out, especially as of late. Maybe something's getting lost in translation, but the way you describe your escapades in the outside world, well, let's just say it's alarming.
you think I'm losing touch with reality?
Maybe, maybe not. For all I know, you're just making everything up to sound mysterious as some shit.
I'm the real deal.
Sure you are.
Sarcasm isn't an interesting personality trait.
Damn.
Action. Oh shit.
Hello?
This is bad. What's bad? I think my battery just shit itself. Heard a thunk. Computer says it's 0%.
What about the backup?
12.
Damn. Nice knowing you, dude.
Probably some loose panels on the wires on the solar panels. God, fuck. Or something. Easy fix.
As long as 12% last.
About a day.
Don't waste your time talking to me then. Get out there and fix it.
It's daytime. It'll wait till it's dark. I'll wait till it's dark.
Seriously?
You know I don't like the line. How many times have we had this conversation? You're cooked. I just spent 2 hours putting my leg back together. I can live without a little electricity for the time being, okay?
I guess spending all your time in the dark makes it easy. Go crazy then.
I'll be on schedule tomorrow. 6 a.m. sharp, yeah.
Sure. So then, don't get scalped. Scalped.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a leak. Right quick. I will be back. Mute my ass. I'm back. It me. I'm probably gonna sleep and then call it for the night. Get that autosave. 180. Like a full turn. I'm gonna check it real quick. Quits menu. And then continue. Give it a quick check. Okay, yeah, good. Quit the menu. Alright, well, this is cool. I like this. Yeah, they weren't kidding when it said dark. I'll probably continue this tomorrow. I might let the first minute kind of just play out for a second and then continue on. But yeah, I like this. Not for the faint of heart.